walking shoes on so we can go ahead and get started. We're going to try not to run into the group in front of us. There's a couple new things I want to point out, so okay. It's kind of just an update. So Annie B's funnel cakes, the only place to get one of the best funnel cakes in Kentucky, is moving to this location towards the back. King Louie's Kitchen is going away, and the ice cream shop Scoops is going to move to this location here. That leaves an empty building there. That's going to be kept a secret what's going in that building. So we're getting a lot of new food restaurants, names, changing names, things like that. Sorry, that might happen. A lot of the rides don't have the train or the seating on them. That's because they're winterized. So Fearful doesn't have much fear on it, right? All the seats are gone. The rest of them are winterized, so a lot of the rides aren't going to look like they usually do in the summer. Looking beautiful. Looks really nice. Anyone see the pictures of Lightning Round with the snow on it?
Yes.
Those are nice. And then Professor John's has, just looks like strings hanging from the top. All the seats are back by the picnic pavilion. We'll see all the seats from the rides back there. Scoops is staying, it's just moving to the Annie B's location towards the back. So on your right is Comical Cats. We are actually changing Comical Cats. It will no longer be Comical Cats. It's going to be a plush and goodies store for children next to King Louie's Playland. We're still picking out a name, so if you guys have any ideas, throw them out. We're thinking goodies galore, plush, emporium, anything like that.
Plush Palace.
Plush Palace, I like that. And who thinks Lightning Run is better than Storm Chaser?
No.
One out of the group? Okay, fair.
Lightning Run's great, but
Oh, that building is actually part of our tech shop, so that's where they are there. So that's why you see some material and stuff.
There's the Sea Lion show stage.
that's being around like this. Wow. I guess that's how they get the train crossover. Is that red thing?
Yeah, so this is Hurricane Bay, one of the best views in the park. And then something else that's new is this is originally the pop shop. We're turning this into another guest services location so that people in the water park that have questions, want to convey us, can do that from this location. And then, has anyone ever thought that our park was a little hard to navigate? Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
So another improvement we're going to make is we're going to place large maps throughout the park instead of just one at the front gate. So there'll probably be one along this area and then one in Carousel Courtyard as well, just to help people navigate a little better. I don't want to ruin any surprises because you're going to get this in your next step and possibly.
All right, guys, we're in the where they store the trains and stuff for the off season. And as like we showed you last year, these are the Storm Chaser trains.
Farthest back. You see it?
And right over here is something we didn't see last year, and they're the trains or the cars for roller skater, which is their kiddie coaster here at Kentucky Kingdom. Right here is the train for Eye of the Storm, and as we all know, if you've watched this channel long enough,
It's not a coaster. It's a flat ride.
yes. See, right here is the front green train for Lightning Run. My second favorite coaster here.
Same here. See, Lightning Run is just an amazing roller coaster. It's surprisingly just an airtime machine. They're just uncomfortable in their own right.
Here's the T3 trains, and as you've seen, if you've seen our visit to Kentucky Kingdom last year, you already know how bad that was.
Yeah, one roller coaster I am never getting on ever again. I've been on some bad ones and some really bad coasters, Mean Street, Son of Beast, and I say from experience, T3 was worse than them both.
I agree.
Open.
And here's a ride we didn't ride last year. It's Raging Rapids. When Six Flags owned Kentucky Kingdom, it was the Penguin Rapids. And right in front of us is a ride that, like we said earlier, is not a coaster. It is a flat ride, and Eye of the Storm.
Again, it's always under its own power.
Yep.
So it's a pretty good ride.
And right in front of us is a ride that, like we said earlier, is not a coaster. It is a flat ride, and Eye of the Storm.
Again, it's always under its own power.
Yep. And right in front of us here is one of my new favorite wooden coasters, Thunder Run. Which
Thunder Run was actually really good. Except for one spot. There was on the last turn there was a spot that I kept getting this all of a sudden a very rough jerk on it. It was quite painful, but aside from that, it's actually a surprisingly smooth coaster. Especially when you know who made it.
Yes, the Din Corporation. If you're not familiar with what company the Din Corporation is, they made Mean Streak at Cedar Point.
And the hurlers.
Both of the hurlers at King's Dominion
and Carowinds.
Yep. We are now at Storm Chaser.
So it's my 70th roller coaster.
Yep. Okay, right here where these bricks are used to be a ride, part of a ride called the Quake, which was a Huss top spin, if I'm correct. All right, we're now in front of the Scream Extreme, which, if you remember from our visit to Kentucky Kingdom over the summer last year, John took a little spin on it.
Yeah, it is a pretty fun ride. And something I hope we can ride again if we come back again.
I might take a little spin on it as well. And we are now in front of the Himalaya, which is I don't know how to describe it actually. It's a Bayern curve ride.
It's mainly just a ride that goes around in a circle, but there is some surprisingly strong laterals on it, especially when it gets up to speed.
Here's some of the public safety office here at Kentucky Kingdom. Some of the trash cans they have set up for the off season. Looks like they're redoing the roof on the health services building.
Yeah.
Yep. And that concludes our tour. We're heading to a presentation now. We'll see you inside.